How's the president stacking up? John Stossel from the Fox Business Network took a look at Mr. Obama's campaign promises and what really happened. Nice to see you, John. What'd you find?
What I found was that, like most politicians, he broke lots of promises. When Oprah Winfrey asked him, well into his first year, what grade would you give yourself, he told her, solid B+. But to get a B+, you ought to keep most of your promises.
Obama criticized his opponent for wanting to force people to get health insurance.
She believes that we have to force people who don't have health insurance to buy it.
But a year later...
And that's why under my plan, individuals will be required to carry basic health insurance.
How about the promise of transparency?
When there's a bill that ends up on my desk as president, you, the public, will have 5 days to look online and find out what's in it before I sign it.
If you looked on the internet for bills like the Fair Pay Act and the Credit Card Bill of Rights 5 days before they were signed, you wouldn't find them.
And have you watched C-SPAN to see those health care negotiations that he said would be public? Not there.
There are a number of things he was for on the campaign trail.
Of course, politicians routinely break promises.
Read my lips. No new taxes.
Republicans promised to cut spending.
Prosperity requires restraining the spending appetite of the federal government.
But under both parties, government's appetite grows. Here's a graph of non-defense spending per person starting 50 years ago, adjusted for inflation. The spending just goes up. Obama promised to change that.
There is no doubt that we've been living beyond our means, and we're going to have to make some adjustments. Now, what I've done throughout this campaign is to propose a net spending cut.
A spending cut? Give me a break. Look how sharply the line rose after Obama took office. Spending increased $2 trillion this year, more than any year in history.
Unbelievable stuff. And it makes you wonder, don't they realize that there are video cameras recording every one of those promises that they make while they're campaigning? What about that?
They don't know that they're going to win. You only have to keep them, get caught not keeping them if you win.
Exactly. What about the spending, though? Do we see any kind of change? Is there anything on the horizon that might suddenly bring about a cut in spending?
No, government has only grown under both parties, but maybe this vote is a message saying we don't like this conceit. Listening to the press conference, the press secretary is saying we're working hard to fix everything. Well, government can't fix everything, and maybe we'll move in that direction.
John Stossel, thanks very much for
Thank you,
coming
Rick.
in. And you can watch Stossel. It's on Thursday nights at 8 o'clock, right on the Fox Business Network, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. And John will bring you consumer experiments and debates about freedom, about the role of government, all with a live studio audience. That's Thursday nights, 8 p.m. on Fox Business. And nice to meet you finally in person.
Thank you, Rick.